JD from New York back with WWE News and Rumors. I apologize that this is out on a Monday rather than a Friday, a Saturday, or a Sunday. I had problems with this fucking webcam. It wouldn't start up. There was no volume. I had a whole 18-minute episode recorded for you guys last night. I was going to post it immediately, and then all of a sudden I play it back and there's no sound. So here I am tonight, right before Monday Night Raw. It's about 7:30 on the East Coast here in New York City. WWE News and Rumors for the week ending June 10th, 2013. All right. But before I begin, guys, I want to let you guys know I have a brand new Facebook page. It will be in the description down below towards the bottom. Go like the page if you want to be up to date on everything that I do on this channel. Facebook and Twitter, of course, at JDfromNY206. Follow me on Facebook and follow me on Twitter, all right? Or like the Facebook page, whatever. Likes, follows, you guys know what to do. But my voice is still raspy. I'm trying to get over this cold, whatever's bothering me. But I got news and rumors for you guys. I got a ton of shit. But before I get into the news from last week, I got a huge story developing right now that I just found out about an hour ago. Fandango is out indefinitely with a concussion. He will not be at the Payback pay-per-view on Sunday to fight The Miz and Wade Barrett in a three-way dance for the Intercontinental title. It will now be just Wade Barrett versus The Miz for the IC title as far as I know, but Fandango is out indefinitely. He will not be in ring. He will not have any in-ring activities. He's not going to be on Monday Night Raw tonight. The story is developing right now. I got to find out what's going on, how he got injured, but apparently he was concussed on Friday Night SmackDown. So we'll have to find out what goes on with him. Anything I hear about you guys or about Fandango, you guys will be the first to know on this channel. But let's get right into the news, guys. I'm going to read off my phone this week. I got news on MVP, Montel Porter. If you guys remember MVP from SmackDown, he signed the most lucrative contract in SmackDown history, according to Teddy Long. MVP was on MLW Radio that he plans to return to the U.S. On television for either WWE TNA or Ring of Honor. Now, in the interview, he states, "I will be back on U.S. TV later this year. I promise." Not saying anything more than that. There are some people that to them wrestling is only WWE. In the same way that to some people, any cola is just a Coke. There is an amazing wrestling community going on all around the world, and certainly outside of the WWE. Now, if he comes back to the WWE, he's just going to be underutilized. He will not advance further than the United States Championship in a feud with whoever's the champion right now, Dean Ambrose. You know, he's not going to advance further than that. He's not a main event guy. His abilities would serve him better in Ring of Honor or TNA. You know, he wants to get back slowly into that spotlight. Ring of Honor and TNA is probably going to be the best fit for him. But it all comes down to the cash. It all comes down to being paid. WWE is going to be the only company who pays him. So then that's what it's going to come down to. You know, if he wants to get paid, the only place is WWE. TNA is not going to pay you. Ring of Honor is not going to pay you. All right? If you're good at something, why do it for free? He'll be back in WWE. I guarantee it. Next, a piece of information, guys. You know, it's been reported. I reported it once here on this channel, News and Rumors. I really don't give a shit about this angle. But as of tonight, Kaitlyn's secret admirer will be revealed on Monday Night Raw. At one point, the person revealed was going to be Mark Henry as part of his babyface turn. They were going to turn him heel, just leaving a feud with Sheamus, going into a babyface. But with Mark Henry's WWE status up in the air, he likely won't be revealed as the admirer. I don't care about this angle. For all I know, it's going to be Hornswoggle or the Great Khali. Something fucking stupid. Something that's just going to waste our time. It's a fucking pointless angle. And that's that. So, you know, Mark Henry would have been a stupid secret admirer anyway. Mark Henry deserves so much more, so much better than that. You know, I wouldn't even have turned him babyface. Why turn him babyface? His best work as an in-ring performer in the WWE has been as a heel. Why would you change that? It's stupid. I don't care about Kaitlyn. I don't care about the Divas Championship. I don't care about who her secret admirer is. It's pointless. Now, this is the big story of the week, guys. WWE officials have very big plans for Daniel Bryan this summer. Right now, Daniel Bryan versus the WWE Champion John Cena is penciled in as the main event for the July 14th Money in the Bank pay-per-view from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Word is that it will be a babyface versus babyface match. WWE officials are fully aware that Bryan will be heavily cheered in Philadelphia. The feeling is that officials won't try to turn Bryan heel, but that may change over time. Now, there's nobody on the roster right now, at this point in time, You know, with CM Punk being out, there's nobody on this roster more deserving of a WWE Championship match. He's worked his ass off. He's proved to Vince McMahon and the WWE that he can get over with the audience. Remember, this is Daniel Bryan, who was fired from NXT during the invasion where they attacked John Cena and destroyed the ringside area on Monday Night Raw several years ago. This is the same Daniel Bryan that choked out Justin Roberts and got fired from the WWE, only to be brought back at SummerSlam during that big 10-man tag against John Cena and Team WWE versus the Nexus. That was that. Okay, that was that. But Daniel Bryan has worked so hard. He got Kane over as a tag team, the most put together tag team in recent memory. They got over. They got over. They're huge. They revitalized slightly the tag team division. They were champions for more than 9 months, tag team champions, going close to a year. Having Daniel Bryan versus John Cena as the main event for Money in the Bank, they could revisit the Money in the Bank pay-per-view when CM Punk beat John Cena and walked out with the WWE Championship. This year, it could be Daniel Bryan shocking the world and beating John Cena for the WWE Championship. He's been going on that he is the weak link. Everybody thinks he is the weak link. How great would it be if Daniel Bryan proves to the entire world that he is not the weak link? He defeats John Cena for the WWE Championship and becomes the new WWE Champion. He's already got the crowd behind him. His in-ring performance every week is just spectacular. He's got one of the best chants in wrestling. When the crowd gets behind him, it's absolutely exciting. You don't want to turn away from the TV. And especially this pay-per-view being in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, you got that old-school, rabid ECW fan base. Philadelphia is one of the best wrestling cities in the United States. John Cena is going to be slaughtered in Philadelphia. I can't wait. If this match happens, if they book it the right way, this match could be a match of the year contender. I'm very excited to see that. I'm very excited to see the progression of Daniel Bryan as one of the top stars in the WWE. It's going to be a very, very good time for the WWE. Now, this upsets me right here. WWE Monday Night Raw last week, all right? The script was rewritten while the show was going on. There were several rewrites during the show, and the script was actually being written as the show went live on the USA Network. This upsets me because this is a common downfall for the WWE creative team. I just don't understand and I say this all the time, I don't understand what the amount of talent on this fucking roster, how difficult it is to come up with storylines, how difficult it is to come up with matches, with fresh ideas. All the WWE creative team has to do is go sit down at the WWE headquarters, map out a 6-month plan with these guys on the roster, with who you have sitting in the back, and come up with a 6-month plan that will lead you into the rest of the year. WrestleMania was garbage for this sole reason. SummerSlam is going to suffer the same fate if the WWE creative team doesn't step up to the plate. You have the Wyatt family, you have the Shield, you have Punk returning, you have Chris Jericho, Dolph Ziggler. You have so many wrestlers backstage doing, and Curtis Axel. Revitalize the tag team division. Get the ball rolling with the Divas division. Give us the fucking product that we want. What is this bullshit that they're giving us? I don't understand it. Wade Barrett, Antonio Cesaro. You have all these guys in the roster. You don't know what to do with them? Come on, man. This upsets me that the script is actually being written as the show is going on, hour after hour, and you got the script constantly being rewritten during the show. That's not the way to do business. I've said it once before and I'll say it again. If you're going to have that happen, the lackluster fucking script writing, the lackluster storylines, if you're constantly writing the show as the show is on the air, it's going to show on TV. What you do with your script, all of that is going to translate to TV. I see it, even though the shows have been decent the last 3 weeks. WWE's got to keep that momentum going. They can't fall back. Hopefully tonight's show is just like the last 3, and it's exciting. The first hour usually started off strong the last 3 weeks. The second hour sucked, and then the third hour, was very strong. But the ratings don't show for it because they got a ton of other competition going on. But you can't be writing scripts. You can't be doing that. Now, the next piece of news here, guys, Jack Swagger Jack Swagger will be able to return from his hand injury. He's been out with a hand injury at the end of the month. But there will be no restrictions on how he's used, and he will have to be very careful if they do anything with him in the ring. WWE, word is that the WWE is going to give Jack Swagger full clearance to wrestle again in late August. This has to do with his DWI as well. He's got to go to court and settle his DWI arrest as well as his hand injury, so he probably won't be back, like the report says, until August. I haven't missed Swagger, even though he's been revitalized with Zeb Coulter. I enjoy Zeb Coulter's work. I don't miss Jack Swagger, and I'm sure you guys listening to me, you don't miss Jack Swagger at all either. The crowd just doesn't get behind him. They're bored with him. He's a great in-ring worker, but he doesn't have the charisma that shows on TV. That's just that, plain and simple. The Triple H concussion storyline was reportedly pushed up from this year's SummerSlam pay-per-view. So this could mean that Triple H versus Curtis Axel, the match that was planned for SummerSlam, will be done at Payback. Now, they're scheduled to fight tonight. I don't know what's going to happen tonight as far as the storylines go with Vince McMahon and Stephanie McMahon. They are scheduled to fight tonight. Triple H vowed to get Curtis Axel in the ring tonight. If it doesn't happen tonight, look for it to happen at Payback on Sunday. But all this definitely has a nice little twist. It's very engaging. I'm very interested to see with Vince McMahon and Stephanie McMahon being back on TV, what's going to happen with Triple H and how they're going to progress this storyline into SummerSlam and throughout the rest of this year. But Curtis Axel, I'll say it once and I'll say it again, Mr. Perfect's son. He is set up to succeed, and with Paul Heyman by his side, it will happen. I don't want to hear about Curtis Axel sucking. I don't want to hear about Curtis Axel being a scrub. I don't want to hear about Curtis Axel being boring. Get him off TV. He's not the future of the WWE. He is the future of the WWE. You guys have to suck it up and just live with it. You know, if you grew up like me with the WWE in the 80s, you'd see Mr. Perfect. Mr. Perfect never held a WWE championship, yet he is considered, not only by me, by wrestling people, actual people in the business, to be one of the greatest of all time. He's in the top 10. Easy. This is the son of Mr. Perfect, Kurt Hennig. He's going to succeed. There's no way he could fail with him being the son of Mr. Perfect. Like father, like son, it will happen. Next piece of news, guys. Vince McMahon's new idea in dealing with the NBA, destroying them in the ratings, and that's what happened with the NBA Finals. The NBA just destroying the WWE in ratings on Monday night. Is for someone to try and get the 2014 NBA schedule ahead of time so that the WWE can book Monday dates opposite of the NBA games in hot cities like New York, Philadelphia, and Chicago, amongst others. Vince's idea is that if Raw is going up against a strong game and wrestling fans tune in to see, for example, a Philly crowd going crazy on Monday Night Raw, that they won't switch the channel. That's not going to work. If you have a high-profile NBA Finals with two marquee cities like Miami and San Antonio, with LeBron James and Tim Duncan of the Spurs on Monday night, the majority of the people will be watching the NBA Finals. Nobody's going to be tuning into Monday Night Raw. They're going to DVR Monday Night Raw. They'll watch a replay on Saturday night. All just to tune in for they'll tune into the NBA Finals. It's not going to happen. This is a bad idea. Vince can work all the ideas and all the plans he wants. The ratings will suffer when there's an NBA Finals game going on, when there's an MLB playoff game going on during the October season. That's it. It's not going to happen. It's not going to work. Vince should just give up. WWE's not like it used to be in the Attitude Era, where you were getting 6 ratings, 7 ratings, even 5 ratings with all the other sports events going on. It's not going to happen. WWE is just going to have to get it through their skulls that they're going to suffer their lowest ratings, 2.5, 2.6, when, the NBA Finals or the MLB playoffs or the World Series is going to happen. That's that. Nothing's going to work. So I don't know why Vince McMahon is going to try and rack his brain on this idea. It's not going to work. Many were surprised at the reaction Zack Ryder got at last week's SmackDown tapings. This is interesting. WWE actually has a plan for Zack Ryder going forward, which is why he's growing his hair out. I don't know what kind of plan they got for Zack Ryder, but if I was in WWE Creative, I would put him in a tag team of some sort. I don't see him going on another singles run. He peaked with that United States Championship run when CM Punk won the world title, the WWE Championship, and then Bryan won the World Heavyweight Championship, and you had Zack Ryder, the United States Championship. All the internet fanboys were going crazy with all 3 of those guys. I don't see Zack Ryder getting to that level again. Put him in a tag team. Let him be successful in the tag team division. He's going to need a good partner to work with and feed off of. I don't know if Kurt Hawkins is still on the roster, but if he's not, pair him with Kurt Hawkins again. They used to be the Edgeheads when the Rated R Superstar Edge was still wrestling for WWE. Put them as a tag team. They'll work great together. It could refreshen the tag team division, along with the Usos, the Shield. You got the Wyatt family coming up. You got the Primetime Players. You still got Team Hell No as of right now. You know, WWE has the pieces, like I said. They just need to know what to do with them. I'm tired of these guys wasting away. Zack Ryder's a decent talent. Why are you going to have him sitting in the back and losing every week? It's fucking ridiculous. It appears WWE are planting the seeds for more members of the Wyatt family to debut on TV. Right now, we know that Bray Wyatt, who is the son of IRS, Erwin R. Shyster, who used to be a tag team with the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase in Money Incorporated, one of the greatest tag teams of all time, probably the greatest tag team of all time. They're coming up. Bray Wyatt's coming up with NXT Tag Team Champions Eric Rowan and Luke Harper. The video that aired on last week on Monday Night Raw, also featured what happened to be NXT wrestler Garrett Dillon and NXT diva Bayley in minor roles as Wyatt's followers. This is going to be an interesting story. I don't know how WWE is going to handle these guys, bringing them up to the main roster, but I have a feeling they're going to be involved in one of the hottest angles in the summer. Whatever that may be, I don't know what the WWE creative team has in store for them, but it's a fresh idea. It's something we've never seen before. It's something that we see, we could have seen in the Attitude Era, you know. It's a fresh concept. It's a new character. It's a new gimmick. Something that's not currently being done on WWE TV. That's why everybody has their eyes on these guys. It's going to be big. It's going to be exciting. And the youth in the WWE is finally starting to rise. So it's definitely going to be an exciting year for the WWE. Let these guys get the spotlight. Put them on TV. Let them do what they got to do. And in a couple of years' time, you're going to have your future of the company with these guys. And the Shield and everybody else. Excuse me. Next piece of news, guys. WWE officials are once again interested in pushing the tag team division. Over the next few weeks, we may see several undercard talents put together in new teams. This latest tag team kick is part of why the Usos are being pushed to feud with the tag team champions, the Shield. The company is also planning to experiment with some unused talent and will form some teams with those wrestlers. Like I just said, Luke Harper and Eric Rowan of the Wyatt family will be coming up as members of the Wyatt family, and they will be used in the tag team scene. You got the Primetime Players, you got Team Hell No still right now before they break up inevitably. You got the Shield. You could put Zack Ryder, like I said, with Kurt Hawkins if he's still on the roster. Put Evan Bourne with Sin Cara. You have pieces there. Use them. You know, the tag team division could easily be one of the spotlights on WWE TV if the WWE just puts their brain together and comes up with a simple solution. It's not that difficult. What did I just read you? That's all you got to do. It's not that difficult. It's just all up to Triple H and Vince McMahon to say, all right, let's do this and let's get it going. You know, I just hope it happens. Tag team wrestling, like we seen on Monday Night Raw last week. All right, with the Shield, Kane and Daniel Bryan. You got Sheamus and Randy Orton teaming up with Hell No against the Shield. Tag team wrestling can be exciting. It is exciting. Those matches were matches of the year candidates. The Shield versus Kane and Daniel Bryan for the tag team championship. The last time they fought on Monday Night Raw, one of the matches of the year. If they book these guys the right way, if they give them the proper amount of time on TV, the tag team division can be something to watch. I love tag team wrestling. I grew up with tag team wrestling. Demolition, Legion of Doom, The Natural Disasters, Money Incorporated, Hogan and Macho Man Randy Savage, the Brainbusters, the Rockers, the Steiner Brothers, the Head Shrinkers. Do I have to name any more for you guys? I grew up with tag team wrestling. Tag team wrestling belongs in the WWE. It has a history in the WWE. For the WWE to go against what they've done so successfully in the past, as a fan, it pisses me off. They have the talent. Use them. Monday's Raw episode scored a 2.66 cable TV rating. That was actually lower than last week. That was because of the NBA Finals. The week before was because of Memorial Day. They got nothing going on tonight, so WWE should be back in that 3.0 category tonight, hopefully. Let's hope they put on a decent show. And finally, guys, FW Online, Figure4WrestlingOnline.com reports that the Usos are being slightly repackaged to seem more credible for a feud against the tag team champions Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns of the Shield. That's why you seen them come out with the face paint on Monday Night Raw. They just added that little bit of a tweak in their character to give them more of a presentation or more of a presence on TV. I wouldn't call that a repackaging, but it's nice to see that the WWE is getting behind the Usos. All right, they're a decent tag team. They can wrestle. They can go in the ring. They just need to get a little bit more support behind them from the crowd. Feature them on TV on a weekly basis, and that'll happen. The slow process. It'll happen. And then, obviously, guys, Payback is this Sunday. I will have my preview and predictions hopefully later this week, right before the pay-per-view hits. I don't have the full card yet, but you know John Cena's fighting Ryback. You know the Intercontinental title will be Wade Barrett versus The Miz. And, you know, I'll go into that later this week. But Dolph Ziggler, I don't know what's going to happen with Dolph Ziggler. He's scheduled to fight Alberto Del Rio. But I don't know if he's cleared to wrestle yet. Hopefully I can find news on him. I believe he will be on Monday Night Raw tonight, as far as I know, to address what's going on with him. But hopefully he gets better soon, because the longer he's out, I have a feeling the WWE is going to strip him of that World Heavyweight Championship, and we do not want that to happen. But that is the news and rumors, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Hit that like button, subscribe if you have not done so already. I'll be back tomorrow morning early with my Monday Night Raw review of tonight's show. So take care, guys. I'm out, and I will talk to you all tomorrow, all right? Take care.